the nets were around 26%. Brooklyn also missed 11 free throws while shooting 38% from the field. It is time to hear from the head coach, Jacque Vaughn. He started by talking about Brooklyn's first quarter.
Yeah, it's great. That's what you want to see, especially from that first unit to kind of set the tone. I thought we were really good on both ends of the floor. Really shared the basketball, got good looks at the shots we missed also. Probably the only thing we kind of fought with each other all night was the transition. And knowing coming to this game that they're elite at getting downhill and getting transition. So a couple of those timeouts I had to burn were to address that. But overall, man, you just look at the stat sheet and we did some really good things tonight. The ball just didn't go in front. We had 20 corner threes. We made 2 of them. Missed some free throws. To shoot 43s, pretty good. Shared the basketball, didn't turn it over. How many more shots did we have than them? 17 more shots. Pretty good recipe for us.
On the defensive side of things, what did you see from your group and just from what they were able to do on that end?
Yeah, I love continuing to challenge our group. You saw we had multiple coverages tonight. A team like this, you can't give them the same look. Just give them credit. Josh Giddey ended up making 4 threes. He started out a little slow and made some shots for them, and then Williams had a little stretch in the third that really opened it up, but we kept fighting. I thought changing coverages is really good for our guys. We were locked in tonight, covering for each other, and gave a good effort.
The defense has been kind of an ongoing issue. But, I mean, offensively, when you look at, 12 or 46 or whatever it is,
yeah.
I feel like Mikal might have missed 3 straight corner threes, I think, at one point. Do you just look at this as make or miss, or do you look at this as a larger problem on the offense?
Yeah, I look at the process of it, Brian, and I thought our ability to drive and kick, and a lot of our shots were open tonight. That means we sprayed that thing around, and we were really unselfish at getting each other good shots tonight. If you can get 23s and corner threes in a game, and even our high quad threes, Royce and Doe, their ability to shoot the basketball, totally believe in that. So we had some really good looks tonight. So it's just one of the nights the ball didn't go in for you. But we'll continue to look at the process of it. And for me, we shared the basketball tonight.
Jacque, what did you do to keep your turnovers so small? Because they generally turn people over pretty good.
Yeah, definitely stressed with the group. And really, it was just keeping things simple. They're too good. If you try to complicate plays, they'll take advantage of it. So our spacing really had to be premium tonight. We talked about that. Get into windows and really being there for your teammate. Multiple efforts on the offensive end of the floor. And so I think we kept things simple with our group. They were able to get to good spacing, and it's hard not to turn it over against those guys.
What is it that makes them so good at turning people over?
They got guys that got great knack at the basketball. Like Shea has an unbelievable feel like a cornerback in football, and Dort is a linebacker who can blast through screens, who can come back to rebound, who we get by, and he's able to reach from behind. So there's a knack that those guys have of being in the right place and taking advantage when you don't secure the ball.
Is there anything from Thunder on their defensive side of things that slowed things down? You saw Mikal have a great first quarter start and shots stopped falling for him. Is there anything defensively that they did? I
don't think so. I think overall the ball just found different energy. There wasn't a time that we were stagnant, I think. I think our flow in the offense was pretty good throughout the course of the night. And really, that's how we want to be as a team, where we're versatile enough where the ball touches someone's hands and you trust that, and that dude shoots it. But it was good to get off to a good start, for sure.
You start defensively, that second quarter, while you're struggling to shoot, it feels like the Thunder just kept finding good looks at the rim, good shots. Was it just a matter of, were they doing anything offensively, or was it just things you guys had trouble executing?
I think that boiled down to the transition defense, and there was a few possessions and stretches where we missed shots, whether long rebound or not. Now you have to have that extra energy to sprint back and load to the basketball. They'll go 1-on-2, 1-on-3, and take advantage if you don't build a wall in transition. And so multiple guys can do that for them. I think during that stretch, mainly transition was the culprit of that.
Before, forgive me if someone asked, but noticed you let your starters and kind of label the game kind of got out of hand. Was that send a message or just a matter of just, what's the send message?
No, we don't get practice time, and we don't get shoot-around time, and we don't have a lot of days where we need to play together. So taking advantage of the opportunity of us getting reps in a game, live situation, being able to be locked into the different defenses. As you see, we were changing defenses even to the end of the game. And so for us, the reps matter, especially this time of the year.
What did you like about Nick Claxton and just his play for tonight? Did he get, I think it was 16 rebounds?
Yeah, so he goes from the versatility of guarding Josh Giddey to guarding Chet, and the ability for him to protect the rim for us. I think you see how skilled he is, whether it's a possession where he gets the rebound and goes by two guys to get all the way to the rim. So he's gaining confidence that way. Now we'll continue to build endurance with him so he can continue to play 30-plus minutes and do it over and over again.
A couple guys touched on this over the last few days, but I mean, when you're switching defenses, and I don't mean switching 1 through 5, toggling between 2-3 zone and man, what have you, there's got to be a certain trust factor to know that the guy behind you is going to rotate. Have you seen that lacking over the last, 2-3 weeks? And have you taken a step backwards in that?
No.
Maybe earlier in the year, or has it been a problem all year?
No, I think I'll go the opposite direction, Brian. I think really, I love challenging this group. That's the only way we're going to get better, is to put more on their plate and figure out how we're going to handle this thing together. So we saw growth tonight. We screwed up a rotation in the first quarter when Shea was posting on the block, but we also got 2 right in the fourth quarter. And so to me, that's what this thing is about. We're going to put ourselves in a position where we have to take advantage of playing hard. And a lot of times playing hard is generated by activity, deflections. When we're in just our base 1 through 5 defense, you're not going to get that. It's going to be 1 through 5. And so that's where the drop coverage comes in. That's where being able to pull in, come in for a teammate. All of that is a combination of really giving yourself activity level on that end of the floor. And sometimes I have to, push that agenda by changing the defense. That's just what it boils down to. If we're picking up full court, you got to cover for each other, or else they're going to get an open 3 or a layup. And so I think our guys are starting to wrap their heads around the concept behind that, because it looks different every time. There's different plays and scenarios and setups. So we're starting to understand the concepts like we do on the offensive end of the floor.
Maybe touched on it pregame, but I mean, what do you want to see out of the new year? You got a back-to-back coming up. You know, you got NOLA and Houston. I mean, what do you want to see out of it?
I told the group it felt good the way we played tonight, and as far as on the offensive end of the floor, the way we shared the basketball and the looks that we got. So continue that. We've ended 2023 that way. Can we start 24 that way? And then the fight that we had tonight. I thought we didn't give in. There were stretches where they made runs. We were composed. We watched video on the floor together. We found solutions throughout the course of the night. Can we continue our fight in 24?
Let's go.
Happy New Year, guys. All right.